Once upon a chilling night in the small, seemingly peaceful town of Blackthorn, a looming presence shrouded the quaint antique shop at the corner of Elm Street. An innocuous-looking mirror stood there, adorned with ornate silver frames, tempting fate and inviting darkness into the lives of those who dared to glance into its depths. Meister and Mrs. Anderson, a couple in their early 30s, newlywed and full of dreams, moved into a cozy house near the antique shop. They were captivated by the town's rustic charm and couldn't resist exploring the various local stores. On a fateful Saturday afternoon, while meandering through the cobbled streets, they stumbled upon the antique shop. Intrigued by the elegant display of vintage items, the couple was drawn to the mirror, an antique piece that seemed to whisper to their souls. The shopkeeper, Mr. Matheson, with a knowing smile, explained the mirror's history. The glass was believed to be from an old, decrepit mansion where unexplained phenomena and tragic events were said to have occurred. Unfazed by the stories, the couple decided to purchase the mirror and hung it in their living room, thinking it would add a touch of vintage sophistication to their new home. However, as the nights wore on, strange occurrences began to unfold. On the first night, they heard soft whispers emanating from the mirror, chilling their bones. They dismissed it as the wind playing tricks. The following night, the whispers grew louder and more sinister. They started to see shadowy figures moving within the mirror, their features contorted in anguish and sorrow. Alarmed, the couple sought the help of a local priest, Father Donovan, who believed that the mirror was a conduit to the spirit world. He performed a ritual to cleanse the mirror and the house, but it only seemed to enrage the malevolent force residing within. As days turned into weeks, the mirror's grip on the couple tightened. Mrs. Anderson began experiencing horrifying nightmares, seeing herself trapped inside the mirror, surrounded by an abyss of darkness. She would wake up in cold sweats, terrified and disoriented. Desperation set in as they searched for ways to break the curse. They consulted paranormal experts, psychics, and even attempted to destroy the mirror, but each attempt failed. The mirror seemed to have a malevolent intelligence of its own, protecting itself and haunting the couple in increasingly disturbing ways. One fateful night, Mrs. Anderson was drawn to the mirror, unable to resist its eerie allure. As she stood before it, mesmerized by her reflection, the mirror seemed to come alive. It pulled her into its depths, her screams echoing through the house. Mr. Anderson tried to save her, but it was too late. She was gone, lost in the accursed realm within the mirror. Heartbroken and guilt-ridden, Mr. Anderson sought solace in unraveling the truth about the mirror. He discovered that it was cursed by a vengeful spirit, a woman wronged and imprisoned within the mirror by a powerful sorcerer centuries ago. Determined to save his beloved wife, he delved deeper into the occult, seeking a way to break the curse and release her soul. He learned of a ritual that could free the trapped spirit, but at a great cost. As the moon cast an ominous glow over the town, he performed the ritual, reciting incantations and offering his own life in exchange for his wife's freedom. The mirror trembled, the air thick with anticipation. In a flash of blinding light, the spirit was released, and Mrs. Anderson emerged from the mirror, her eyes filled with gratitude and sorrow. But the price had to be paid. Mr. Anderson's life force was drained, leaving him a hollow shell. He managed a weak smile, knowing he had saved the one he loved at the cost of his own existence. As Mrs. Anderson wept over his lifeless body, she realized the true horror of the mirror's curse, the destruction of love and the sacrifice of one for the other. In the end, the haunted mirror claimed its victims, leaving behind a shattered life and a sorrowful tale in the quiet town of Blackthorn. A grim reminder that sometimes evil takes not just your soul, but the love that binds it.